Good evening and welcome to Weather Fans Live here on Sunday, the 21st of July 24, with myself and Paul.
Indeed, welcome everyone. Welcome. I'm just make sure my volumes are right. Welcome.
Me too.
And hope you've all had a good week. It's been a warm one, to say the least. But we'll see where this week's going.
I forgot last week was actually the Euro final. It's gone up quickly.
Say something. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Great.
Just a moment.
Yeah.
That's fair, I can't believe. Feels like it was long ago, but last week was the final of the European Championship. Felt like it was the week before.
I know. Tell me about it. But it is what it is. A lot's changed since then. Southgate's dropped as manager. Biden's dropped out being the president of the United States. Rachel's arrived in a chauffeur-driven Pikachu car. And I just
Good evening to you, Rachel.
I was feeling very Pokemon-y.
I have no idea.
Pokemon. Yeah, it's all right, guys. It was just on my side for Michael's. I was just adjusting my volume in the studio. When I say studio, I mean the corner of my bedroom where I am.
Yeah. I'm not in the studio, I'm just in the kitchen. Occasionally I see a freezer pop behind me.
Oh, that's a question. Rachel, do you want to ask the question? What's in this week's chocolate cupboard?
Oh, yeah. The answer to the chocolate question is it's just I've got nothing new. It's the same old, same old. I'm going through that box of mint clubs.
Oh, I ain't had no chocolates this week either. So it's been too warm for it, really. We had 28, 29 up here in Yorkshire, so it was quite warm, but it wasn't humid. That was the main thing, which I found a lot better.
Yeah, it's been nice though. We've lost the humidity.
It was very, very humid yesterday ahead of that front, but now that's gone through, and let's have a look on my phone a minute, and it's saying 18 degrees.
When we're I went to bed last night, it was still very warm and clammy. But when I got this morning, I felt that the air changed.
Yeah.
It was a lot fresher and cooler.
18 degrees here at the moment. The wind is coming from the west. So brilliant. Happy days with that. Righty. What was I going to say? So, yeah, how did Gav's live stream go? Was you in on Gav's live stream this evening?
I was, yes.
Anything spectacular to report, or are we going to come to that when we come to that?
Looks like there's some hints, or some of the Pumas are hinting of a high pressure building towards the end of next week.
Yes.
But the way the sun's gone so far, that could probably change in the next couple of days, but we'll soon
Exactly.
see.
They'll just change with the
computer models bring some computer models are bringing up the minus 15, the plus 15 isotherm.
Yeah,
I'd noticed that
in some of them yesterday when I looked at the ECM and the GFS. And to a point, also the GEM as well. They're all hinting, like I said, hinting. So we're just looking for trends now for it all to line up and see if it happens. Yeah, I'm with you there.
I'm not putting my hopes up to how this summer's been so far.
Yeah, I'm with Audio. Mine's been a bit half and half this week, so feeling better today. I've had a couple of days just chillaxing, as the words go. Getting ready for a bit of a manic week ahead. So, it's not yet moment. So, evening to Scott as well as our resident. Steffi, where's Paul? Paul, we know you're there.
Good evening, Steffi. Good evening to Audio Coffee as well.
Evening, Tom.
Good evening to Tom, who's coming as well.
OG Weather fan. And Froglight.
Who's coming as well.
Yeah, I did.
Good evening. Just yet. Could be August, September. The first time that the computer models have been printed out the last few days, maybe. We're finally going for a pattern change. Paul James is here as well.
Yeah, wherever Stephanie is, Paul's there as well. Sorry. Yeah, I did let everyone know on the Discord.
I think me and Paul have actually got a slight sound delay between us.
Yes, I'd noticed that. So we will have to work around that.
I don't talk for the rest of the shift, for the rest of the live.
There's a little bit of a shift. Luckily, no one can see me, so I'm all right. I can mime. I can dub you. That's the word.
Good evening to Ben, who's joined us as well. Good evening to you, my friend. Everyone's coming in now in the last few minutes.
Yep. So I was going to say, I don't know if we've had any more. Yes, we've actually had some more coffees bought for us.
Have we?
Just having a look. Quickly go to that. Share screen. Weather Fans Official. And voila.
Oh, sorry. I'm checking on my phone because I get the notifications through.
Yeah. So as I was saying, I had 3 bought from Joel, who bought them after the Weather Fans live last week. I put up on the Facebook page, and also Anita, who's also one of our Weather Fans on Facebook. And see, funny and informative, a rarity. Well, me and Michael are both Northerners, so sarcasm and stuff like that comes up naturally. It's in our blood.
And I can't get onto the app. Normally, I've got my app, but it's asked me to sign up now. So, I don't know what's happened there.
I ain't logged into thing. I've had that recently as well. I think it's because of that update when there was the crowd surge or whatever it's called. That update from last week that caused the internet to crash. think basically everything's kicked everything out.
Computer says no.
No.
Computer says no.
But yeah, we are. As
I
you can
actually
see,
post that image of that character on my personal Facebook. I noticed that the Daily Star actually posted it on their front page of the newspaper on Saturday morning.
Typical. But yeah, guys, don't forget, join us on Buy Me a Coffee. Like I said, the Discord server is work in progress at the moment. Michael's had a look over it last week. We went off air. So yeah, everything's in progress, and if you sign up, we will give you early access when it does go live. Right, back to us. There we go. So yeah, back to us. Yeah, I feel your pain there, audio. It's much the same with me with my menopause, as I call it.
Oh, okay.
I've got the menopause. I call it that.
Rachel's not on the menopause yet.
Yeah, so it could be a hot start to the football season.
It could be a hot start to the football season.
Soon find out. I'll have a look at that in a moment. But yeah, like I said, donate to Buy Me a Coffee, and once we get the Discord server going, we will give you early access. Hopefully.
We need some weather to happen as well, because we can't chase storms when there's no storms.
And it's
been awful. I keep saying it week on week. It's just been awful this year for storms.
Yeah, it's been appalling. I mean, like yesterday was supposed to be
normally by now. We normally have some few night storms from the south, but that's not even happened this year so far.
No.
We've had some heavy rain, but we've had no storms.
I say the jet stream's cut that off completely, hasn't it? So hopefully, if it moves up as the high pressure comes in, as Gav may have discussed on his live, we could get something.
Because we've literally been stuck in the same weather pattern really since last July, when it changed. We had a beautiful June, then July turned up, and since last July, it's just been kind of stuck in the same pattern, really.
Yeah, definitely.
I agree with that, Scott. We need a good Spanish plume to get some decent storms here. We do. We need some. We need hot air for a while to start warming the ground up, because we've not had that much dry weather really. That starts to lock in the warmth in the ground to release it.
This
is probably like the second pulse of warmth we've had in the last, probably this year, really.
I mean, Friday was the warmest day of the year with 31 degrees. Usually it's about 35 around about this time in the year. So, I mean,
but
you might have seen
35 less often, maybe 31, 32.
Yeah.
But I think it was a few years ago there that I didn't even get above 30 degrees.
Yeah, as I was saying to you guys, and also Steffi will know this about capacitance as well. I've said it before on the live as well, where the ground needs to be heated up to a point because of the lightning needs, not a negative and a positive to connect to make lightning. So yeah, that's what we need really. We need a good long sustained hot spell, or very warm to hot spell. And like you just said, lock all that heat into the ground, and then we've got lift off. Then hopefully, that KP's kind of. I'm just following on from what Sue's saying in the comments about Cape. That's pretty much what we're on about, in a way, convective and potential energy.
It's just the energy to release. There's nothing there, really.
Yeah. Nothing at all.
Sometimes when we have a warm spell, transition from a warm spell back to like a rain coming through, sometimes we get some storms ahead of it. But for the second time now, it's not happened. It's really not happened at all.
Mentioned it in the comments. I see what you mean. The ground has a lower specific heat capacity, so it takes a lot of continuous energy on land to evaporate all the moisture out in order to generate high heat. Yeah, basically, and high pressure as well. That then more, I would say, it doesn't. It keeps the air trapped in. So the more sun we get, the more that compacts and causes that heat to get stored. Come.
Look back to 2020 when it was all lockdown. Spring was glorious. When all that heat was building. Then perhaps I think 2020 has perhaps been one of the best years of storms. I've not had a proper good storm really since 2020 because all that energy getting released after the ground was warmed up through spring.
Yeah, like we were discussing last week about that. But yeah, I'm saying it needs that. The ground is always colder the further in you go, funnily enough. So I mean it's warmer, but like just a certain point and then it goes warmer and as you go closer to and further down. So yeah.
As soon as saying Essex never saw any thunderstorms in 23 and now 24. That hasn't been another thing because we've not really had much of a southerly airflow. Anything that develops over France. We've just not had that airflow really.
Nope.
We got quite close yesterday. I think I was showing to you yesterday that was a storm near Calais. Obviously, it's not just wasn't quite getting to the southeast.
Yeah, it was a Kent Clipper, weren't it? Just very skirty like Margate as it went up. So yeah, that's what I'm on about, Steffi. Yeah, it brings air down and compresses it at ground level. Yeah. So I think on that note we can. I'm having a look at the 2-meter temperatures for like Europe and Spain on the Arpège model. Let's have a look at that. So that'll give us an idea of how warm it is across the channel for this week, and then I'll jump into the UKV then. Using my NetWeather Extra. Michael, to bring us over.
I'll bring up on the
there we go, guys.
You're on.
So this is the Arpège model, which I believe is from France. It's a Meteo France model. It goes out to about Thursday on this one. And this is for tomorrow, temperature-wise. So across Europe, it's not as hot as it has been across the likes of
Northwest Europe at the moment.
Northwest Europe, yeah. So kind of in this area here, yeah, it's still a little bit warm, but not as warm as it has been. Spain, kind of looking at 36, possibly 38 degrees there. Let's have a look. So yeah, 36 there. Even into the likes of the
For any
Alps.
heat, you need to go to Eastern Europe.
Yeah, over here. So you got 30s, likes of Eastern Poland, Belarus, Ukraine, 27 degrees. Down there in Greece, that's not Greece, is it? So towards Turkey, look at 36, 39. Yeah, there's quite a lot going on there in South and East Europe, and also there in Spain as well. But that's like the Mediterranean. It's always warm at this time of the year there. So, yeah, our neck of the woods, we're looking probably around about 21 to 24 tomorrow. France could see probably 26. Let's move that on to Tuesday. So Tuesday sees that warmth actually coming in the west of France, possibly backing towards Germany and the rest of Poland, and a few other countries around there. I can't remember them off the top of my head. I'm not great with geography. I'm good with weather, not geography. So, yeah.
Something that Scott said in the comments. The trouble is we're not getting constant days of heat, and yes, we're having nothing to fuel up some storms, but there's still time yet, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Just, as you said, then about 2-3 days of heat, then it's gone again. Just cools down. It's just need like a good couple of weeks, really. dry, maybe warm to hot weather.
Yeah, something in the region of what's going on across Eastern Europe, ideally, because they've been getting some banger storms. They have.
Spain's got all the heat and not sharing the bloody Spanish. Yes, Ben's saying Southeast has had summer.
Yes, I wonder about some thunderstorms across
as well.
Germany, Poland, might see some down there towards Austria, Slovenia, sorry. Northern Italy might see some as well on Tuesday. Go back to the not the air pressure, sorry, the 850s. So the 850s are England, 25 degrees plus over Spain. Where we're lucky to get above +10 on the 850s. Anyway, back to.
Sorry, Scott's also saying that a friend of his is in Benidorm, and yesterday they said they were nearly touching 40 degrees.
I could believe that. I mean, look at Benidorm's. It's over here in Benidorm somewhere. Anyway, like I said, I'm crap on geography, so.
It's on the eastern side of Spain.
Yeah, it'll be in these islands here.
Benidorm's on the east coast of Spain.
Yeah, that's the east coast there, mate.
No, that's the Balearic Islands. That's the islands of them.
So you're thinking down
mainland Spain.
It don't matter anyway. Anyway, 42 degrees on Wednesday's forecast in Spain. So I'll be in the main central part of Spain. Barcelona, no. I don't know where Barcelona is anyway. Semi-geography's poo. We could knock on the door of 26, I reckon, across England, somewhere in the Midlands or towards northwest of London. France could see knocking on the door of 30, maybe. Around the north and west of France, 33 somewhere down towards the Mediterranean into France. Italy could see 30, 33 degrees. Same there in Sicily as well. Hungary, 27, but coming back towards like Czechia and Germany could get lower. It could be knocking on down at 20 degrees. So it could be our turn to get some warmth finally for a couple of days. That heat, oh Luke, just wait for it to load in. But yeah, France looks quite warm on Thursday. The warmth could be limited to the east of England on Thursday. Germany could be getting warm again, possibly into the mid to high 20s. Hungary, maybe into the 30s. Spain as well into the 30s. Sorry, Spain itself's into the 40s, I would reckon. Just not come in, that hasn't. But yeah, it looks quite a warm week across southern parts and eastern parts of Europe for next week. Right. Going to have a quick look at the UKV. Actually, no, I'll go better than that. Go there. Yep, just checking.
Into James, who's joined us.
Yeah, welcome, James. Nice warm snow. I'm just reading through the comments. Yeah, so we've got a band of rain which is moving through at the moment. Let me just quickly go to see if I can go to the model. The radar on NetWeather. So click here to go back to the radar. Share this tab instead. There we go. Whoops. So yeah, we've got a band of rain moving across central parts at the moment. Hasn't got into England just yet, but won't take long for that to happen, which I'll come back to on the UKV in a minute. That's just the predictive. So yeah, rain's been moving in slowly during the last couple of hours. see, but no thunder associated with that. Go back to the UKV. There we go. So as you can see, as I was showing, that rain moving in looks like it will moving across Scotland, southern Scotland, northwest England during the early hours. I wouldn't say there'd be anything phenomenal with it anyway. It'd be plain old westerly, low pressure. Then last into tomorrow, where we could see some scattered downpours, possibly the odd rumble of thunder, I would say, but exception rather than the rule with that one. Temperatures tomorrow will be into the low to mid 20s, 24, maybe 25 in the southeast, 20 to 22 in the eastern side of England, towards the west and the Midlands, 19 to 21, 22. Maybe the odd 23 down in the southwest, somewhere like, I don't know, Yeovil, Salisbury, somewhere like that could get 23. Exeter, maybe 21. Wales, 16 to 20. Ireland, between 16 and 20 as well, maybe the odd 21 inland somewhere. Scotland, between 13 and 17 to 18 degrees, maybe the odd 19 near the border. Precipitation and cloudage. Oops. Yeah, like I said, there could be some thundery showers. So there's a little occlusion there coming through, but I'd watch out Wales during tomorrow night. Little feature there. I'm just going to see if there's any cape available with that. That might be a little occlusion. There is some cape indicated for that little occlusion, so it could be the odd rumble of thunder in association with that. At 400 joules of energy per kilo there. Yesterday's was barely above 100. So that's why we had no thunder whatsoever. But that one might just have some thunderiness associated with it, this little feature here. Obviously, that could change. It could move further north or further south, but one to keep an eye on for Monday night into Tuesday morning. That then moves and then dissipates pretty much. And then we have a bit of a showery day on Tuesday, but I would say they're very isolated in that case. Let's have a look at the temperatures for Tuesday. Another possibly a 24, 25 degree day, somewhere from the Midlands southwards. Northern England between 19 and 22. Much the same for Scotland as well. Scotland has some warmer air there as well, between 14 and 20. Oops, my bad. Ireland between 18 and 21 showing. That one. So Tuesday showing showers dissipating, cloudy day, possibly a few heavy showers brewing up across eastern England, say around the Humber, East Yorkshire, Lincolnshire kind of way, maybe down towards London as well. Is there any caper with that? Not really, so more likely to be showers than anything. You can see there, no cape available, so yeah, they're more likely to be showers if anything. That could spark some torrential, possibly thundery downpours somewhere east of the A1, M1 kind of direction. Well, say west of Coventry, and down towards London, anywhere east of that really. could see a thundery shower on Wednesday. They then move out of the way quite smartly, and we will be looking at temperatures possibly 26, 27 degrees. One rule out of 28 somewhere west of London, so Heathrow, out the way towards Reading, possibly 28 degrees. Even up towards Cambridge, 26, 27 degrees. Places like Leeds, Hull could see 24 degrees, 25 degrees on Wednesday. Even up as far north as Newcastle could see 20 to 22 degrees. So, one day on Wednesday is it bringing pulses of warm air up day on day. Mostly 24 across England and Wales on Wednesday. I say 28 degrees possible across the west of London. Have a look at the wind. So look at southwesterly wind. So the heat will be coming up from that. Is there any cape available for that day? Possibly with them showers. As the sun gets going, we'll have to see for Wednesday. Like I said, the one for Monday night into Tuesday morning is one to watch, but I wouldn't hold out much hope right now. Let's go to, we'll go all the way out to Thursday. As you can see, a front moves through on Thursday morning. And that just brings more nuisance rain than anything. Nothing substantial. Maybe the odd heavier burst across the south and maybe even across Scotland as well. Then that leads into a showery-ish day across the central part of the UK, so like the Republic of Northern Ireland, Northern England, Southern Scotland, even, hang on, let's go back, could be something across eastern Scotland as well, worth keeping an eye on, as well as south. Quick look at the Cape. Yeah, some Cape available there. Depends on really if the sky's clear for any substantial amount of time. Where them showers do occur, it's going to be the warmest as well by the look of it. Between 19 to 23 degrees, mostly across northern England this time. Towards the south, 17, 18 being indicated, possibly a 20 in the southeast and in the southwest, where there could be a 23 somewhere like Plymouth or Torquay. Elsewhere, cooler, with between 13 and 18, 19 degrees on Thursday. Let's go out to Friday. And front moves through, and some showers might get going, but obviously it's Friday, so I won't take this at face value just yet. But yeah, some sporadic showers across Scotland, Northern Ireland, Republic, possibly some indicated across the Midlands as well. I'll just have a quick look at the temperature with that. Warming up. So yeah, that Thursday's the cooler of the days this week. Every day is going to get warm up to Wednesday, drop off on Thursday, and then looks like it's going to start warming up again from Friday. So for that, I want to throw it back to Michael and back to the studio. So 1, 2, 3. There we go. Didn't catch my thinking. Oh, it's a bloody twat.
All right, so let's throw it straight on to the latest satellite imagery from sat24.com. As we see, we've got plenty of thunderstorms in Central Europe. Nice tops on them once. You've got the weather that's moving into Ireland as we speak now, in association with an area of low pressure, which I'll show you a facts chart in just a moment. It's all clear towards all Spain. We'll just turn the visible satellite on. So yeah, many places there have been nice, fine and sunny and dry, away from western areas. Yesterday's weather is up here towards Scandi. As mentioned, we've got this weather front coming in from the west, so if we go over to the FACS chart. As in association with that car at the bottom of the screen, we're going to have problems again with these banners, aren't we? Don't care about your Volvo. So, the Met Office, these are the weather fronts that's causing some of the thunderstorms across Europe. And we've got this weather front across western areas, given that spell of rain. And we've got more weather fronts out towards the west, which will move through on Monday, which will cross the country into Tuesday. Behind this weather front here through Monday night to Tuesday, we've got a ridge of high pressure building up from the southwest again. What does the FACS chart does with that? Does these weather fronts come through for Wednesday? They do indeed. We always have problems around about this time with the FACS chart, and that will send a weather front across the UK with a trough turns towards the southeast, so there could be some showers there, maybe with a few rumbles of thunder, but we'll see close to the time. And we're back, trying to go back into a bit of a westerly flow on this FACS chart. Let's have a look at the latest GFS model from here from netweather.tv. Let's take a look at the 850 HPA, so we can see how warm the areas aloft, which is get affected by land or sea or nighttime temperatures. So the warm air we've had recently has been pushed into the near constant. We're on this relatively cool air as we speak. And slightly warm air tries to come moving across the south there through tomorrow, but that gets pushed away. Then weather front moves through into Thursday, bringing some warmer air in before that cold front, which we're seeing on the FACS charts through here, bringing some much fresher air once again. Low pressure sat over Iceland. High pressure tries to build up from the south. We've got hot air sat towards Iberia still, just skimming towards the low countries there. Still remaining very hot across Spain and Portugal. Do we see any signs of that hot air heading our way? High pressure starts to build across the UK for the start of next week. Do we get into this hot air? Let's take a look. Got low pressure towards the south of Greenland, and that's what we're trying to bring in. We are bringing in a southwesterly there. Any heat is still over towards Spain and Portugal. So like high pressure is trying to build again from the southwest. So it's going to be like a north-south split really, with low pressure towards the northwest, high pressure towards the south. Now we've got that 15-degree isotherm sat towards what we're doing here. Come on. Just sat towards the south of the UK, so temperatures could be up into the mid to high 20s, maybe even touching the low 30s. We've got that 15-degree isotherm at the end of this run, trying to move in, but we've got a deep area of low pressure at the end of this run towards Iceland. So what does that do for the temperatures on this run? So let's put that through to tomorrow. Temperatures tomorrow, we're looking at the high teens, low 20s for much of the UK. On Tuesday, again, we're into the high teens, low 20s, perhaps getting close around about the mid 20s across southeastern areas. Wednesday, we're looking around about the low to mid 20s across England and Wales. Scotland are looking towards the high teens, low 20s. Thursday, we're seeing a banner build up from the south. That's gone now. Thursday, we're seeing temperature starts to rise across France there into the high 20s. We've got that rain coming through on Thursday. Things will be a lot cooler, so temperatures against the mid to high teens, where you've got prolonged sunshine still into the low 20s. Friday, temperature starts to build towards the southeast, getting into the mid 20s once again. Let's tap into that more warm air from the near continent. And again, temperatures looking around about close to average. So heading to next weekend. And do we see any signs we'll head further if we're going to tap into any warmer or hotter air? So we're looking around about average really through this period, about 23, 24 degrees. And this has temperatures getting hot, quite hot towards the southeast, getting close to the 30s. And we're obviously well into the depths of the GFS run there, right at the back end of the charts, with temperatures into the low 30s down towards the southeast of England.
Sound the klaxon, Gav's in the building.
Is he? Oh,
he is.
So, oh, let's bring in the intro.
He's here. So we need some a bit more gusto, but evening, Gav.
Evening, Gavla. There he is. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us, our good friend.
Indeed. Anyway, where were we? So we were looking at a bit of a hot spell, weren't we? Possibly.
Yeah, I think back into that GFS run. I'll have a quick look through the
6 head.
Yes. So have a quick look at the what's going on. The cable lifted for this week up to Friday. See if there's any hits there. So let's go through. So through Monday, there's perhaps a very weak chance across perhaps northern areas there. I maybe say maybe the rubber thunder, but we'll probably say a low chance on that. Tuesday doesn't look like anything that will catch my eye. Through Wednesday, nothing's catching my eye. Possibly more risk maybe for Thursday at this stage, obviously subject to change, and Friday as well. But nothing's catching my eye at all. But if I go towards the back end of this chart, you'll see parts of France will be up in the reds towards the back end. Yeah, look at that. We'd love to see that across the UK. So those reds. But that's right at the fairyland end of the GFS chart. If we go to the 6 head from this morning. So let's see if the 6 o'clock run from this morning is doing the same thing, trying to build up the heat from the bottom, from the south. So we are going through next week. Some weather fronts coming through again on Thursday. So then some computer models start to build up high pressure towards next weekend. So that's also bringing an air of high pressure up towards from the southwest. The Azores high. So that'll keep temperature around about some average, really, perhaps into the low 20s, perhaps low to mid 20s. And looks like the Atlantic tries to move in, tries to cool things down from the west, but then we've got this Azores high really making an influence there. So it looks like to me the jet stream's getting pushed further north on this, maybe in this kind of direction here. So does that push the jet stream further north? Or does it see it across the UK? Let's see what that jet stream is actually on this. I've got a feeling it's going to cross Scotland looking at that. Yeah, as I thought. So the jet stream there, still nearby. Our friend the jet stream, that's not our friend at the moment because it's not going away for summer. So that's spun up a bit of a deep area of low pressure there towards the end of this run. So there's nice warmth coming out of the Atlantic. Then it gets quickly pushed away from a quite deep area of low pressure really for this time of year, the start of August. Hopefully, if you like the warm weather, that does not come off. So that does not bring any like really hot spell there for the UK. Just checking in if everyone's all right still. Oh, sorry, I've still got a GAFS urban banner on the. There we go.
Okay.
What was going to look at next? We're going to, while Gav's here as well, let's take a look at the ECMWF 12Z, which you couldn't show, obviously, because it's an hour later. So here is the ECMWF 12Z run. It's like a farmer tab. There we go. Let's try and clear this other banner. So here we are on Sunday, the 21st of July. Got low pressure coming in from the west. We've got a ridge of high pressure over the UK as we speak. So we've got low pressure coming across through. Oh, for goodness sake, these banners, really. You might as well just put the banner across the whole screen these days. It's a bit of a sore point for some people with this cyber security after what happened on Friday. So there we are, Wednesday with ridge of high pressure across the UK. Thursday, we'll see a weather front crossing the country, with that cold front coming through on Thursday. Friday, that will start to clear away. Then this for next weekend, we'll start seeing this ridge of high pressure coming up from the southwest and start to build right across the UK, to things much settled. And where this goes, for goodness sake, really now, do we drop this warm air level a second? So that gives that drive through next weekend. Low pressure, perhaps some weather fronts moving to the far northwest of Scotland. So it's looking quite nice and high and dry for next weekend. So let's have a look at the 850 on this. And will this start drawing up any hot air from the south? So let's take a look. So remaining right about average through this week. So that's when we get the ridge of high pressure building across the UK. Really, I'm really.
Every time you update the page.
Sorry?
Every time you update, every time you change to another slide, it updates the ads for you. So, yeah. Hang on, I'm going to see if I can pull them up on my NetWeather Extra for you. That might help because I don't have the adverts on there, so you can.
So as we head into next Tuesday, we've got the 10-degree isotherm, sorry, the 15-degree isotherm sat just along the south coast there. Does that bring any closer as we're heading into next Wednesday? No, that 15-degree isotherm just stays into the near continent. So looking at that, temperatures, we'll be looking around about the high 20s, maybe getting to 30, 31, maybe 32 degrees down across the south there on that. So on this latest GFS, sorry, the latest ECMWF run from lunchtime today, from Saturday, it's got heights building up from the southwest. And as we head this time next week, well, most of the UK, maybe away from the far northwest of Scotland, or under air of high pressure. How much cloud will be under that is still open to doubt. But obviously, this time of year, the sun's been so strong.
I can pull up my Net Weather Extra if that helps, and you can use rather than having all them ads.
So I think I've gone through it all now anyway. So this is the average from the members of what we just saw there. So again, that also has that high pressure across across all areas really, through away from northwest Scotland. 110 much for that 20-degree isotope into the south. That's correct. It's only like the case of about 50 miles maybe. So it'll be interesting to see how these are looking by the time we get to Wednesday, Thursday. So it seems like there's getting more better agreements as we head into next weekend. Things look to be turning much drier and warmer.
Yep. Just having a look at the chart myself. Yeah, it doesn't take much. It's not far away. Even the 850s have got 30-degree isotherm over Spain or next week. So yeah, that 20-degree isotherm's just nipping.
Let's put the operational back on there.
Yep.
So yeah, so really hot air. So that put temperatures across Spain up to perhaps easy 40 degrees. Shame it doesn't show the surface temperatures.
I have them. Bear with. Just seeing if it comes on or not. Hang on. Taking its sweet time. There we go. Right. I can close up on mine. So let me just share the screen with you, Michael.
I would do, but there we are. It's on the screen now.
Yeah, there we go, guys.
Okay.
So that's at the end of the run. Right. Let me go back to the beginning. So where do you want to go from roughly from next weekend?
Say from about Friday onwards.
Drag that on. So that's Thursday. So it's Thursday around about 6 o'clock in the evening. Just wait for it to load in. It's taking its sweet time at the moment. There we go. So there's your surface temperatures. Zoom in a little bit. So it's Friday at 6 o'clock in the morning when it loads in. There we go. So 15 to 18 degrees at 6 o'clock in the morning. Same across France as well, as you can see. Just drag it forward to 1500. And yeah, as you can see there, look, 24 degrees. Actually, we'll do that in a minute, Steffi. Michael, Steffi's asking about the sea surface.
Yeah, I'll take a look at them right now.
I'll just quickly whiz through the surface temperatures on EasyM. Saturday of next week, well, Saturday coming, should I say, that eases off a little bit, as you can see there. Sunday, warmth coming back, 21 to 24 degrees, I would say, again there, next weekend. 12 o'clock, so look. So you can see the heat starting to encroach there on Monday. Let's just zoom it up a bit. 24 degrees, staying there. So you might want to add a couple of more degrees onto that. You can see there in France, 30 degrees just coming in. So then light reds, kind of whitey reds there. All the 30 degree ones we want to be looking at. Quite warm there. There's that 30 degrees, so that's moved up a little bit. 24 degrees is this line here. So I'm highlighting. So where you see the line there. So that next one would most likely be 27, I'm guessing. So got the legend there, so we'll have to just say about 27 degrees, somewhere in the Midlands, possibly southwest, maybe North Yorkshire, possibly. And that's as far as it goes. And it's still showing there. I don't know why. So look at the EPS mean. That's better. Now we can see where the proper temperatures are. This is the mean, so this is like the average one. Yes, the warm air is not that far away, guys. Like Michael was just saying. It's just knocking on the door, really. I like the postcode lottery. So yeah, we want that. That's probably the plus 10 isotherm, that line there, I would think. So yeah, we just want that to sneak up a little bit on us. It's meandering. It's teasing. Teasing is the word I would say. Yeah, so yeah, that's all we've really got for the ECM. Have you got the thingy, Michael? The sea surface temperatures?
I think I've got the chart. I've just got it uploaded, so hopefully that should be.
Cool.
After.
There we go, Steffi.
So let's just scroll that down a bit. So you've got the key. So around the UK at the moment, we're looking around about, I'll say around about 16 degrees. Through the Gulf of Mexico, well, we're looking around about plus 30 degrees. So anything development through there at the moment will just fire up. If we remember Beryl, when she came through the Yucatan Peninsula, she fired up to a Category 1 hurricane before she hit land. But we'll have a look at the hurricane, Atlantic hurricane on the Pacific in just a moment. So yeah, across the Med at the moment, temperatures are up to around about 26 to, I would say, about 29 degrees. Parts of southern France were looking around about 22 to 24 degrees. So if those sea surface temperatures remain across the Med, maybe look out for September, October time where we might see some medicals develop. We shall see in due course. So yeah, the surface temperatures towards the southwest of England, we're looking around about 16, 17 degrees at the moment. And parts of Biscay towards northern Spain, we're looking around about 20 degrees. Even towards the north of Scotland, we're looking around about 12 to 14 degrees. And I've just gone quiet.
Yeah, it's I'm on mute. I'm just replying to some messages.
All right.
So
we need to see dust. Okay.
Barcelona. It's Barcelona Dust Centre, I think they call it. It's there somewhere.
Just bear with a second. I swear I've got the.
Can you see the sea surface temperatures anomalies on there too? Good. I don't know if that specific one Michael's looking at. I know with places
just try. Bear me a second. I'm just trying to find. I swear I've had it before while I'm looking now. Just bear with me. Is that what I'm looking for? No, it's not.
I'm just going
to. Sorry about this, guys. Just bear with me a second. I thought that's the chart. That's not what I'm after.
What are you looking for, mate?
The sea surface temperature.
I'm on ECM now. I'm just going to look it up. Just bear with us, guys.
That's why. Could that be what I'm looking for? Was I clicked onto the wrong tab?
Well, you're still on thingy anyway. Still on the NOAA one that you was just showing.
Yeah.
I've got the anomalies.
Is that what I'm looking for? I think I've actually got what I'm looking for.
Oh, good. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one. I've changed a few tabs around then. So
yes.
Finds back tab gone again. So there we go.
Yeah, night, James. So, yeah, you're on the ensemble, mean you're all right. So
yes, the temperatures around the UK at the moment are around about 1 degree above average as we speak. Just to the west, just around about the Azores, that they're looking around about 1 to 2 degrees above average. The Med is also looking about 1 degree or 2 above average as well. And you begin to start seeing the El Nino starts to form across the tropical Pacific.
La Nina.
Did I just say El Nino then?
You did say El Nino.
So that's for August, September. Obviously, it's not much change. That's showing that La Nina disappearing slightly, actually, but yeah. I'm sorry, I'm going blank here.
That's okay. That's the forecast, isn't it? I was looking at the SST anomaly. Yeah, mine goes. Myself. Correlation coefficient.
While we look through that, I'm just going to show the National Hurricane, the latest from the National Hurricane Center.
Yeah.
So, the latest from the National Hurricane Center prediction for the next 7 days. I said that in English. For the next 7 days, nothing's expected across the Atlantic. So, very quiet still. Ever since Beryl left us a couple of weeks ago, everything's just gone very quiet. Let's go over to the Eastern Pacific, where we do actually have 2 watches and 6 bracelets. We've got tropical disturbance number 1 there, which has a 10% chance to form in the next 48 hours and 20% chance through the next 7 days as it goes through the Central Pacific. But still not expecting that to develop because by midweek, stronger level winds are expected to inhibit further development. So that'll probably disappear off here in the next couple of days. Disturbance 2, the next 48 hours is 0% chance of everything happening, but the next 7 days is 30% chance. So they're expecting maybe some gradual developments, but as it moves up towards the cooler waters in the next few days, it's going to be less likely for anything to form. So really the tropical waters are very quiet for any development.
Yeah, I've managed to find the chart that Steffi was on about with the Kelvin waves. I'll let you finish that off anyway. Are you done with that? Yeah, cool. Whoops, bear with. I've also got the La Nina / El Nino forecast as well from the CPC. I'll share. So there we go.
There we go.
So I eventually found out that it was under sea surface temperature, rather than the anomalies and the forecasts and stuff.
I knew it was on there somewhere. I just couldn't
Yeah.
find it on that site because I've just showed
No, it's okay. It is a bit long-winded, though, to be fair. Yeah, as you can see there, there's Kelvin waves that Steph is on about in the chat. A colder than average anomaly in the middle of the Atlantic, well, just off Cabo Verdes. And well, not even that, Cabo Verdes up here. But you know what I mean, in like the Central Pacific equatorial region. But they're across the mid-Atlantic, it's warmer than average, which would more than likely be down to that high pressure that's around there, in my opinion anyway. Waters just to our west are bang on average.
Sorry, good night, Matthew. Thank you for smashing the like button.
Yeah, cheers, buddy. So yeah, yep. So you've got that really warm air there, just off Newfoundland, Greenland kind of area, but then it's colder, cooler even. There's even a little anomaly there saying cooler than average. Now, waters are about, like Michael said, about a degree above average across the east, but to the west they are bang on average. And so across the United States, around about a degree or so above average until you get to like the usual place up across the northeast of Canada, where it's around about 4 to 4.5, maybe even 6 degrees above average in that pool there. And then you've got these areas here where there's going to be typhoons popping up, because I know there's a typhoon at the moment. So, couldn't name off the top of my head, but I know there's a typhoon brewing somewhere in the Western Pacific. I was going to say Atlantic then. But yeah, that didn't really see it going there. So just try and pull it along. I don't think I'll get going much, but this is 5th of August. See that Kelvin wave starting to get going a bit, and there's a colder than average anomaly there in the things like the 3-4, like ENSO 3-4 area, isn't it? I'd say in the middle of the Pacific. That is around about 2 degrees below.
Good night, Sue. Thank you for joining us this evening.
Yep.
And also good night to Paul James as well.
Yep. Good night, Paul. Right. So yeah, temperatures generally are around about a degree or so above average. And this is in August, what it's predicted to be. So La Nina is not getting going really. It's still got that warmer than average anomaly in there as well. It's just barely trickling, but if I go to the CPC, excuse me, actually that's on the screen, yeah, brilliant. ENSO neutral is expected to continue for the next several months, with La Nina favoured to emerge during August to October, 70% chance, and persist into the Northern Hemisphere winter 24-25, 79% chance during November to January. ENSO neutral continued its past month. So continues past month. Indicated in the mostly near average surface temperatures, which is seen on the other map, across the east, central, and eastern equatorial Pacific. Most weekly ENSO 3-4 index was plus 0.3 degrees Celsius, while the sea surface anomalies remained cooler in the eastern ENSO 3 region at minus 0.1 degrees Celsius, and warmer in the ENSO 4 region, which was plus 0.5. Below average subsurface temperatures weakened during this past month, but negative anomalies still dominated in the eastern half of the Pacific. Low-level wind anomalies were easterly in the western equatorial Pacific, and upper-level winds were westerly over the eastern Pacific, convection was near average and around Indonesia, and the data line collectively coupled ocean atmosphere system reflected ENSO neutral. It's done it again. So compared to the previous month, while I highlight this, compared to the previous month, the most recent IRI plume delayed the emergence of La Nina to September, November 24, with La Nina then persisting through the Northern Hemisphere winter. See up here. The forecast team is also favouring a delayed development of La Nina this month and is anticipating the transition to is anticipating the transition to occur earlier, August to October. This is in part supported by the continuation of below average subsurface ocean temperatures and near-term forecasts suggesting a resurgence of easterly wind anomalies in July. In summary, ENSO neutral is expected to continue for the next several months, with La Nina favoured to emerge during August to October, which is a 70% chance, and persist into the Northern Hemisphere winter of 24 to 25, which is a 79% chance. So it's been shifted back, basically, is what they're saying. I don't know what everyone thinks about that, because it was supposed to kick in round about now, weren't it? So we'll have to see if that comes off, because we're in July now and they're pushing it back to pretty much August, October time for it to happen and then continue into the winter. Whether it happens, I can't see it being a quick flip anyway. Only call an average yes. Result is southward direction on the top layer of the ocean on the right Atlantic. Hope that makes sense. Is what Steffi's just said. So, yeah, it's on a watch. It's not full on La Nina just yet. All right, back to the studio. Oh, Michael's muted. Michael's muted.
I know, I've turned it off. I realised I was on mute myself.
It's okay.
I think we've covered everything for tonight, but we're just going to do what we normally do on one of these lives, is the weekly CMWF. What's the name? There we go.
The anomalies.
Yes. Sea level pressure charts from the ECMWF. This is in weekly periods. This is going from the 22nd of July to the 29th of July. And even though we've got better low pressure around for this week, it's got higher above pressure across the UK right now. But this obviously goes to the 29th of July, and we are seeing that pressure build from the southwest on quite a few of the models from Friday. So that could be a transition to that. So as we're heading through to the 29th to the 5th of August, that keeps that high pressure across the UK, actually, for this period here. And does that flip again? 5th of August to 12th of August has quite a lot of the screen there filled up in blue there.
Yeah, doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be all low pressure, just means lower than average.
Yeah, perhaps a slight drop in pressure.
High pressure knocking about, just lower than average for the time of year.
Yeah, 12th of August and 19th of August.
More signal.
Where perhaps maybe a transition to high again. It's hard to decipher what these charts are showing there. But look at perhaps average, really. Signal. And that goes through to the end of the month, really.
Yeah, so there's really no signal from the end of this week, really. The end of next week.
So let's have a look at the precipitation for that based on that same model run. So for the 22nd to the 29th, we're looking look a bit dry actually across the whole UK, maybe about average across southern areas. 29th to the 5th of August, we're looking at a dry. How often have we said this? We're looking dry across the board there for the whole of the UK. The 12th of August and 19th, we're looking dry across much of the UK. 19th to the 26th of August, we're looking average to dry. And again for the 26th to the 2nd of September.
Interesting to see what temperature anomalies are.
So it's quite fairly interesting there. That's keeping us quite dry, considering we've seen a lot of wet spells. So this could be hinting maybe like a drier August than normal.
Yeah, Gav's saying the 500 Z height anomalies are quite anticyclonic in August. So the upper air, next layer above. So that might transfer into like
it'd be a nice pattern flip compared to what we've had for the past 13 months.
That's what we need, really. Anyway.
So let's have a look at the surface temperature charts for the because we look at sea surface temperatures. I've got my same bloody sea surface. So surface temperatures for the same time period, 22nd to the 29th, looking slightly cooler than average across the UK. 29th to the 5th of August, we're actually looking slightly above average. How often have we said this summer so far? The 5th of August to the 12th of August, we're looking slightly above we're looking perhaps a couple of degrees above average there compared to normal. So let's put that on there so you can have a look. The 12th of August to the 19th of August, we're looking above average. 19th of August to 26th, we're looking above average. And the 26th to the 2nd of September, again, we're looking above average. So there's a hint there from the ECMWF extended range where we could be looking at a more drier spell that we've had recently, and also looking warmer as well.
Indeed, not majorly warm, but obviously the signals are for like 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks ahead, so they aren't going to be humongous. They're not going to be 40 degrees up in the air again. But yeah, I'm with Gav on that one. Dry August. It's about time we had that pattern flip.
Let's hope so, really.
Yeah, even if it's just a little above average, like 24, 25, something that's not in the teens. We've had, like you say, like Ben's just said, August is all to play for. Always is.
Yeah.
August is very changeable, especially with hurricanes and typhoons and stuff like that. It's the month when it all kind of starts to happen.
Well, you mentioned about hurricanes. It would just take something developing in the Atlantic just to knock the jet stream, and it just completely change the pattern again.
I was just said, happened in 1981. I think this is a very similar summer to 1981. I wouldn't know, mate. I was only 1 year old then.
I was even thought of.
Michael was still a minus number.
-4.
There we go. We were discussing it in the Discord server last night, and we were talking about 76, and Gav put something, and I was -4 at that time. Yeah.
So just a quick, how was 1981 then? Was it a cool start again, and we had a hot August?
Yeah. We'll wait for Gav to come back on that audios, but why do I like wet weather? I've seen my neighbours enough to know that it's not the sort of well-fleshed display. Oh my God. Have they been washing in the rain? I was very negative. Yeah, I'm with you there on that one, Scott. I wouldn't mind a run of temperatures around about the 25-degree mark. I mean, 28 was nice the other day without the humidity.
Yeah, right about mid-27 cold. I'm not really a fan of hot temperatures.
Yeah, as long as the humidity isn't there. I hate humidity. Everyone hates it in this country. But like I said,
I'm looking at for our work. I can get the break from the warm weather.
Wasn't a hot August, but did turn warmer and drier after a cooler mixed June and July. If it's 1981, Ben, that means you was negative. Are you 29 now? So I'll let you quote with that one, mate.
Born in 95.
Yeah, so he was negative 24? 14? I don't know. Anyway, don't matter. It's too late now. It's 20 past 9, for God's sake. But yeah, hopefully we get a more average August for summer. I keep saying winter, my head, man. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take 24, 25, 26 degrees all day long.
95 was my first Christmas.
Crikey.
85 was my first Christmas.
In the analysis to 2002. Yeah, that's kind of. Yeah, I was on about 2000 last week in 2012 and stuff, but that sees the solar drop off as well, I would imagine. But I'm not going to go into that because, it's a whole different ball game.
Poor Joe Coffey. Ben, you're the same age as my daughter, which means I'm old. Mature is the right word to use there.
Thanks, Gav. Was at school, but cannot remember it specifically. I was barely out of the womb. I think I was coming up to 1 year old then. So it is what it is. Right, guys, I think we're going to wrap that up. That. Old man. Yeah.
95 was my 18th Christmas.
We're all old geezers and geezerettes.
That makes Gav 8 years older than me, so Gav's 48 this year. Sorry, 47 this year. 47.
I'm 44 this year. Crikey. I can't remember how old everyone is. Anyway. I'm starting to really feel old. This year, Career Grades are backloaded summer. Yeah, I've been saying that all along, Ben. I'm very convinced it's going to be backloaded summer. It's going to be a very nice backloaded.
It was the opposite last year because it was front-loaded summer.
Yeah, it was May and June, wasn't it? And then it just went off. So, yeah, I think we're just probably August, September, October could be settled. But then maybe even into the winter as well. It'd be interesting to see what Gav's take on that is. We'll look at that next week. How about that? We'll look into that. So
next week, yes. Yes, next week will be on the Sunday, but the live stream will be Sunday next week, but the week after 2 weeks will be on the Saturday because I've got 5 days in Belgium.
Sounds like a film, that does.
So yeah, next week's live stream will be on Sunday, but I think it might be like the 4th or something like that, which is Saturday. It will be on the Saturday because I'm not live streaming a day before. I've got like about a 6 to 8 hour journey across Northern Europe, Northwest Europe.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll have a look at, what should we say? What was it, 1981, wasn't it? So we'll maybe have a look at the similarities. I'll have a look at that. Gav, if you can send me the links as whatever. I'll speak to you on Discord or Messenger or something, and you can send me some links and I'll set it up. We'll have a look at 1981 next week, the summer of 1981, that is, and the similarities.
Ben's saying he's got a funny feeling it could be a cold, dry winter.
Yeah, because we had a warm, wet winter this year. Thanks, Scott.
Thanks, Marco. Paul, as always. Fingers crossed August delivers a better month of weather. See you all next time. Take care all. Thank you so much for joining us. And that goes to everybody else as well. Thank you so much for joining us.
Indeed. Take care, everyone. I think we're going to wrap it up there. It's now 25 past 9. These lives are getting longer and longer.
Yeah, we're about the 1.5 hour mark roughly these days now compared to the hour.
Rather than the hour, but here's what it is. Right. Shall we wrap it up?
Yeah, why not?
Why not? Who wants to say the magic words in the comments? What do I always say? I'll wait for someone to say it in the comments, and you can hear them.
I want to say thank you all for joining us this evening. Don't forget to join. Don't forget to join Gav on his live stream next Sunday at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And we'll be live next Sunday at 8 p.m.
Yeah, and it's
good night from him.
And good night from him. And if someone can say the next line in the credits.
You need to tell me so I can press the button.
I nearly said it. It's good night from him. And
good night from him. It's time to roll what?
What do we do next?
We'll bugger off.
I know. The more polite way of saying it. I was waiting for someone to say it. Roll.
It's time to roll.
Roll like credits. Say it, someone. There you go.
Bye.